What is going on is we're back again with another review. In today's video, we're talking about the WBC Qualifier 1 that just finished like just a couple minutes ago. And there's a ton of stuff to talk about. So we're going to be covering the whole qualifier and how it broke down and who's actually in the World Baseball Classic right now. So starting off with our first team, we have Great Britain, the UK, England, whatever you want to call them. They actually did qualify. It's the first time ever qualifying for a World Baseball Classic. And they did it pretty well, in my opinion. They scored a lot of runs through this whole qualifier, beating France 14-4 with a mercy rule in 8, then beating Germany 8-1, then beating Spain 10-9 in 10 innings. So really impressive run. The bats were definitely there for this team. They have some really good talent on this squad as well in the minors and in the Australian Baseball League as well. So they have a lot of good talent, a lot of good pieces on this roster, and they were able to do it in pretty dominant fashion. Like the hitting was definitely there this whole tournament. You know, the pitching in that last game, you know, kind of shaky, but didn't really matter because they're a really good hitting team. But yeah, I'm excited to see this team in the World Baseball Classic, first time ever, and we will see what pool they end up being in later when the actual teams and stuff get all announced and all that good stuff. And then our second team to qualify was the Czech Republic. Not really surprising. I did think this team was going to qualify. They were the best seed coming on in from the world rankings. So they ended up losing 21-7 to Spain. So looking a little disappointing there. Their pitching was definitely not in that game at all. But then they come back and beat France 7-1. I mean, I didn't think France looked good this whole tournament, to be honest. Then they beat Germany 8-4. And they beat Spain today 3-1 to qualify. So pretty decent tournament for them in that losers bracket side. That first game was definitely a mistake or fluke or whatever you want to call that one. But yeah, they do end up finishing Spain 3-1 today. Really good game out of them. Really good hitting and pitching that team had. So there you have it. We got Czech Republic and Great Britain going to the World Baseball Classic. So very exciting to see both those teams. They've never made it before. It's their first time ever getting in the World Baseball Classic. So it's very exciting news as well. But let's talk about some of the losers now as we go through this whole qualifier. So Spain got third place in this qualifier. They ended up beating South Africa 5-4, then beating Czech Republic 21-7, losing to Britain 10-9, and then they lost to Czech Republic 3-1. So they did pretty good through the winner's side, and they got to the last two qualifying games, which are the most important games of the whole tournament, and end up losing. So pretty unfortunate from them. They did qualify in 2013, but failed to qualify through the qualifiers in 2017 and 2022 now. So yeah, not the best turn of events for Spain. They do look like a great team that should be in there, but they can't get it through in these qualifiers at all. So kind of tough for them, but I guess we'll see them next year. We'll see how they do. They also had some really good players on their roster from the minors as well. So exciting to see how those guys do coming up in the next season of the MLB. So because they did look really good. The Reds guy looked really good as well. So it was very exciting to see him play. And then let's go over the next team, Germany. Germany got fourth in the qualifier. Didn't really expect anything from them, to be honest. I did not really think Germany was the best team, even though they got the bye and they were the host. So I guess they were good in some realm of the world that I was not watching because they got pretty high in that world ranking. So they ended up facing Great Britain after they beat France, and they lost 8-1 in that game. Pitching looked okay. Like there was just some really bad hits that Britain got that Germany kind of struggled on. So they didn't really get the bats warming off. That's pretty much why they lost that game, to be honest. And then they faced South Africa, who looked pretty good. I thought South Africa looked pretty good in this BC, but end up beating them 11-5 and then losing to Czech 8-4. Now in that Czech Republic game, it was like 4-4 for most of that game because they went up 3 and then the Czechs got it right back, went up 3. So pitching was not there in that inning, and then throughout the game it kind of went downhill. There was really a high scoring games this whole tournament, to be honest. So I'm not really surprised at that from. And then France and South Africa both go out the tournament 0-2, getting 5th, 6th. Both teams didn't really look that good. I mean, France especially did not play good at all. South Africa, they did have some upside in that game versus Spain. I really thought they had a chance of winning that one just because it was very close. But both of these teams, they're not really going to do anything in this qualifier. Maybe we'll see them in the next couple years, but who knows for the next one. But yeah, they did not really look good. So I'm going to pull up the bracket for you guys right here. Here's the bracket, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I was talking about with the games and stuff. You can see when they were played, you know, everything pretty much like that. So this was the bracket and how it kind of formed out. So Great Britain and Czech Republic will be joining the rest of the 16 teams to see who's going to be the winner of this next year's WBC. So yeah, very exciting, very interesting tournament. I thought the tournament was really well done. is nice. You could watch the games for free and everything on the website, which was nice. And yeah, it did remind me watching like a college game. Normally, like you know, it's not the best cameras obviously over there. I wonder how they'll do it in Panama, which is the next one, which I'm pretty sure is a better stadium and have like a bunch of press box stuff. So very excited to see how that one's put on. But this one was very like a college game, which I kind of liked. It's something new that we don't really see every once in a while. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, my predictions seem to be right. You know, coming in, Czech was number 14th. I had them qualifying. And I really thought Spain was going to qualify, but it ended up being Great Britain. So I got about half of them right. So not bad in my opinion. But I guess we'll wait for the next one, which starts the 30th. So in about 9 days, we'll get the next one consisting of Panama as the host country, which is very exciting to see. That stadium's really cool. It's called Rod Carew Stadium. Holds 27,000 people. So it's going to be very cool to see what happens on in that stadium in that tournament. Panama and Nicaragua will be getting the bye in their side of the bracket. And then we have Brazil, Argentina, and Pakistan, and New Zealand. So first up, New Zealand plays Brazil, Pakistan plays Argentina, and the winners face the two byes. So very interesting tournament. I think Panama will definitely qualify. And then my other prediction will probably Nicaragua or New Zealand if I had to guess. So those would be my predictions for that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I post videos pretty much all the time. And go follow the links down in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.